Okay, so I just want to go through this post, a post that ROZ made. Earlier today I talked about, I said something about his post, and somehow I felt like his response to that post that I made, though we upload that video on a second platform. I just want to go through it with you so that you understand what I'm talking about, because his recent post now seems like he's replying to that our previous reaction towards his post he made before now. And this is not an attack on anybody, but we have to say it the way it is. Like I always tell you, we are not here to look for any problem or to drag anybody or to act beyond our power. You understand? The only thing different is that we may see it in a different way than many of us may have seen that. So he made a post that I think that is somehow, related to what we have said before, or what we think that is in line with what is going on now. I made a post, like I said, that's my video that I posted on our second platform. We talked about his contribution somehow in what is going on now, because everybody is trying to exonerate themselves. Everybody want to be free. Some of them are actually going more gaga. Some are trying to be polite and acting as if they are peacemaker. I made it clear that you cannot say something like the previously and now you are coming back to act as if you are a peacemaker. It doesn't go down well with me. That is why his recent post now, which is on your screen now, you can relate. Okay? You can see that he says this. I am laughing at those who are saying, "Oh, Commander Royce, you caused the saga that is going on now." If you watch that my video, you may think what I'm thinking. But let's continue. Now, if I may ask how, he said, how did this Commander Royce cause any saga? We were all here when PM asked everyone to fall back to Briggy. As PM Simon Ekpa, we must obey. We must obey his order till tomorrow, of which I came up to advise all to obey PM's order. Secondly, we issued a memo for Biafrans to vote for temporal position of APM till PM join us. Is that not what happened? You all saw NGOZI ORABUEZE attacking ROZ first by speaking ills against ROZ's page, but you called it wonderful development. Same NGOZI was busy talking ills against all BDF platforms. You said she is doing the right thing. Same NGOZI calling all the men on ground criminals. You applauded her. Now let me this thing that this our brother said here now, it's not as if we don't know how the whole thing started. We do. Before we digest this thing, let me remind you that you need to like this video and subscribe to the channel. We are here trying to set the record straight, not to cause any problem, not to drag anybody to the mud. What we do is to touch what is going on, to remind you how the whole thing started, not to raise those to cause problem or to fight anybody. That is not the intention. That's not my intention. But I cannot read this kind of lies and you expect everybody to mute. Just keep quiet. Don't talk. If you talk, that I don't think it is necessary now, especially at this point in time. Do you know that before this issue of who is, because dragging saga, maybe because of what we said here, that's why he made this. But I cannot tell you categorically clear that this is because of our video. But we said something similar that sounds as if he's responding to that. Because in that video, I said that he contributed negatively by taking side. Not only taking side, by promoting what is going on now, which he's trying to exonerate himself now. No, that is not the way to go. I'm being real. I am being real because I know some of you may say no. Some of people that listen from Ogenkere camp, they may say no. You do this, you do that. No, please like the video. Like I said, like the video. The saga started by how success calling some people. After re-declaration, what happened? Some of you were okay with the USB being declared. Some of you was happy with the person who declared USB. Some of you were very happy. You was very, very happy about the whole thing. How do I know? By what BNL leader, Prince Will, said in his video. We have it here on his platform. That he was very okay with everything. Even he received some cash in support of what is going on. But they're not telling that the COSs don't want to support. How can you support someone who said, I don't want to work with you? How can you support? How can you work, with somebody who don't want to work with you? They started taking side based on what Success said and his own contribution. This man, somehow, people say that you are not a commander, you are not even existing in the homeland and all that. I'm not here for that because I cannot tell you anything because I'm not into security. But I'm talking about what is the social media. You came out, you sided people. Remember, before even calling you name that you say called you name, called not only have not COS is not the only person that says what kind of commanders have this kind of platform that you have that is updating and talking about if day-to-day activities in Nigeria and in Biafra as if you're a content creator constantly online. People started questioning that. But before that is dead, what did you do that made people to stop saying those things? This is not I'm not here to do saga, but to tell you that when you hear this kind of thing, we must go back to the source. How did we get here? What happened? What was your role? Did you agree that Biafra was really declared? Who declared it? What was the template the PM had before he went in for questioning? What was his plan? Do you realize there's some committee being organized, being selected by PM, constituted to take care of new government, new transition government that's going to take place? These are things one need to add together to understand the plans of PM before even going in for questioning. Some of you seem to ignore all those things and begin to talk as if you are just waking up from slumber. Come on, can we be real? Can we just be real? You remember that if your success activities and don't get pushing you people, somehow you guys also have questions to answer because you don't need to fall in everything like that. Your job, your duty is very delicate and very, very well respected. It's not easy. Nobody is trying to play down on that. But when you are, working in an environment like that, as a soldier, you must understand that the government governing everything. Your job, your department is part of the government, one out of many parts of the government. You cannot just, even if you want to take over as military take over, you have to understand that you have other components that make up that government that you have taken over. It's not about you alone. You are one of the important things there. Nobody is disputing that. But you coming out and allow someone like Van Vavam, some say that you are Van Vavam, but I don't want to toe that road now. I don't want to go there. Some say that you are Van Vavam because of the way you carry yourself. Do you realize that you volunteer yourself to air your voice on Van Vavam platform? If you are for Biafra and you are Lutheran, you are peacemaker, you don't need to do that. Knowing fully well that the person that you are in his platform have questionable character, people are seeing him as one of the saga machine. And many people disagree with what he stands on. You don't need to go through that road to be part and parcel of that. That makes you one of the saga there. Now, you talked about the order of PM gave order. People doubt it. What did you do to clear that doubt? Nothing. You see? Nothing. People say that no, PM did not say fall back. Fall back to where? There's some questions that you need to ask. And those questions, people asked it, nobody answered. You say that you guys voted to have somebody like APM to be elected and all that. But the people who elected APM was telling that it was all planned in the cabinet or in their own, not cabinet, sorry, in the CRC. That only CRC did it. But we are here trying to act as if you guys come together and say, no, even if you guys did it, it is wrong. Because that is not the plan and template that PM led. You cannot just, avert everything. You cannot just divide everything. You cannot just cut out something that will suit you and expect everyone to fall in and be going to clap for that. You need to appreciate the fact that Not only you on, you are not the only one on social media. That is gospel truth. It may be painful, but that is the real. That's the reality. Please make sure you like the video. Let me, remind you of that. Click on the like button and follow us as we go through this post. This is not the only post. There are other posts that this man made. As you can see here, he also, this is a continuation of the post that he made. So, same NGOZI sent 28 zoo terrorists to go after ROZ. You heard her. Come on, there's no justification to what you are saying. You see the lie. This your post remind me of your old ROZ, because I thought you are now trying to come out and be who you are, like be real for once. This lies to me, it doesn't make any sense. He said, same NGOZI headed to recruit all the terrorists that PM forbid every Biafrans to associate with. He said you clap for her, talking about Biafrans that are doing that. But when see ROZ, Butuzo, when see Roskoma, Butuzo, and Gentle came out to address same NGOZI, same you people come against all the commanders. Come on, like I said, our own is to highlight this kind of lies. You said, but when see ROZ, Butuzo, when see Roskoma, Butuzo, and Commander Gentle. Now, there was no time like that. You told us that you are Butuzo. You said you are Butuzo. So, since when you now have ROZ separate and Butuzo separate? You see the reason why people don't believe you. You see the reason why people think that you are one of those CRC group. You are one of those fallback and inside fallback and break away from the fallback. Your ordeal doesn't add up, doesn't show professionalism. I can't say anything like professionalism in what you are saying. It may be painful, but that's just the fact. There's a lot of lies that a soldier don't do that. A soldier is a man of his words. That's why they hate anybody lying to them. That's why they hate it when you're trying to play on the intelligent. They hate it. A real soldier. I'm not saying that you're not a soldier, but I'm telling you that your character doesn't show that you are. All of you were here applauding Ugo 247, who happened to be NGOZI handbag, another lie. When he threatened Gentle, that he did not threaten Gentle. Go and bring the video. It's a lie. In the process, Gentle brother was eliminated by Caterpillar. That you are not telling me that one. You are not telling us that one. I don't think there's anything like that. If COS working with people that PM rejected, that's an offense. That I agree with you. It's wrong. If Ogenkere, which he's doing, is siding and committing evil with success, what have you said about it? You keep on running around, because I do read your post. You keep on running around. It's now that Vam has decamped, that you are now calling a spade somehow, but not in details, because you are still protecting some of the flop that Vam committed. That is why I look at it, because I don't see any reason for you to go through that way. Do you understand? And like I said, we are here to say it the way it is. It may be painful to some of you, but that is the reality. That is the truth. That is the reality. That's the truth. So, he said that Gentle brother was eliminated. By who? He said Caterpillar. But Biafra Unite, who is now with your manners man, Eggman, is telling you or told us that COS was the one that used Okisto fire, which is not true, because no evidence. No evidence. So people like me, I love to see it with evidence. That's me. So, and bringing Ugo 247 to this nonsense is laughable. And then goes to show job well done. He said he said that okay, and send to Ugo 247 that Gentle buy that said to Ugo 247 and Ngozi, and to show Ngozi for the job well done and all that. You guys have said this just to push Ugo 247 to reveal to you the source of the video that he displayed. But what you don't know is this. Some of you shared videos For example, when this guy called there's a commander that died. Okay, what is the name of that? What is the name of that commander? I'm trying to remember his name. That you also share the video. Does it mean that you are the one that buy him? Who shared the video of Ikonso first? Who shared the videos of Double Lion? So does it mean that people that shared it, because you know what I'm talking about? Are you saying that those that shared it are the one that buyed? People should just stop this kind of cheap blackmail. Honestly, is the reason why the whole thing is going backward. Men who's supposed to stand on their toes, who's supposed to stand on their ground, who's supposed to stand on their feet and say something and maintain it, and make sure they stand on that without being pushed around, shivering and quaking like a quicksand. Everywhere is trembling because fear have consumed the mind and souls of many people who's supposed to stand tall and do the needful like a man. They are the one panicking and lying, gossiping like women. Where is the man? Man's gonna ask. We don't have any men anymore. Those whom you actually have hope on are disappointing 24/7. Now let's go back. He said, now you are saying ROZ contribute to the problem. ROZ was the one from beginning calling on all of them to tread with caution. No. And abide in the spirit of oneness. No, you did not. Unity. I even then used the name Biafra Unite to pass the message of what I was doing behind closed door. Okay, so you are not dragging Biafra Unite to your side. Are you? Because he's another person that have questionable character though. Still, you don't understand what a shame. Some of you disgust me, I swear. You have threatened to buy Biafra's many. See, I'm not a fan of any dragging anybody or saying about all these things going without saying it the way it's supposed to say it was supposed to be. People may misunderstand and think that what are saying is true. I can count. In fact, I lost count of how many times you call Biafra that you're gonna buy and all that. You don't need to do that. No matter what, you don't need to do that. But this is your reaction. This is your own way of showing that you are not, you are not happy with what is going on. But if that is the case, can we also recall your action on what is happening now? Because you are involved in something that is not supposed to be. If you are Biafran Liberation Army or commander, glory be to God, but much is expected of you. People love you people. That's what some of you don't know. And the least thing you need to do is to provoke somebody that love you. It's not good. You may not like what somebody said, like what I'm saying, and you may not like it. You may feel like cutting me, killing me, doing this, but you are not my God. One thing you need to understand is that you are a human being before a soldier. And don't play game on people's effort on love on you. Everything going on now is somehow, and you can test to that. Nobody's happy. I am one of the people that if I see any, like, not even the Federation Army alone, like our youth, because the potential that youth has. When in a difficult moment, they are the ones that need to do the needful. You know what I'm talking about. You are a man. If I see them going or losing their life and dying for nothing and misbehaving, I feel bad because that is a loss. Their loss is lost for everybody. Once you lose one, you lose, everybody lose. Nobody dreamed to do that. We cannot copy Nigerian to our own country. It doesn't make it. That's not how it's supposed to be. Anyway, I just want to say it because many of you have seen the post, many of you somehow believe the post. This is me telling you that most of the things that he said here is not true, because we can still recall the activities and the actions are still fresh in our memory. I, for one, I know what they have done. I know the role they played after the redeclaration of Biafra when Pierre was not here. Many of them think that without them, nobody can talk and all that. And it's unfortunate that people that you trusted so much, each time we watch the video of Biafra Liberation Army, during the time of inauguration. Not even that only that time. Some of the videos that surface on social media, the activities and the work, I feel like shedding tears because these are people, men of integrity, well respected, well, granted, that push him to DOS full time. They still have my trust and love. But the only thing I want you all to understand is you cannot just because of the love and the trust you have on them and undermine these little lies and little error contributed in what not all of them, few people. Gentle have not done anything wrong in my own eyes. He decided to work with Ogenkere. Anybody respect that? Do you understand? Respect that. But stopping other people from working and calling them terrorists is another error. Because Okigwe is not only Biafra land. Imo State is not only Biafra land. Enugu is going down day by day. Where's Biafra Division Army there? Have you actually worried about Enugu people? Have you worried about Abia? Have you bothered to care about the Boy State? How about the River State? So it is not only the one particular region. That's why anybody that says that decentralizing army is an error, I see you as a political agitator. Like you are just, one of the catalysts to drag everything down. Negative catalyst in negative form, because what you are doing is to propel negativity and planting evil seed that will end up consuming everybody. And that is not something that anybody that have his sense intact will love to, venture into. That is the only thing I have to say now. Please make sure you like the video. And God bless all of you for your little contribution, for your efforts in making sure that we stay stand and what we are doing and encouraging us in any way, in any shape or form. God bless you. See you again. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Take care.